There's a young man in my astronomy class, and his name is Brian. And he actually sits right next to me. He's in my astronomy regular class, and he's also in my lab. And we sit next to each other in both of those classes. And this kid's an absolute genius. I mean, he is the smartest person that I've ever met in my life. And I've met a lot of people. And he's just naturally gifted. I mean, you're talking about, and it's not even saying, being smart. He's just gifted academically. He has a photographic memory. This guy can remember anything. I don't know, he can do anything as far as academics and schoolwork, and you say anything, he can remember it. He can do it all, man, as far as college and anything, math, any subject. The guy is just a complete genius. But on the flip note, he's a screw up too, this kid. He misses classes, he doesn't pay attention sometimes. He's definitely not living up to his potential, not even close. Because if he even halfway tried, this guy would get A pluses in every single class that he does, but he just doesn't for some reason. He's a young kid, but the guy is an absolute genius, this kid. And this is no joke. I'm not exaggerating. I can't even put it into words how smart this dude is. But he's just not, getting good grades. And there's other people in my class, and now obviously I don't sit next to everyone, and I can't say, hey, he's the smartest kid in the class, because I don't know everyone. But from what I've seen, there's nobody even coming close to this kid. But his accomplishments, as far as his grades and stuff, those are considered accomplishments, are not at the top of the class. He's not doing, terrible, but he's probably right in the middle or right above the middle. But so his accomplishments or his grades are not that great. And I'm going to get back to him in a minute. Let me tell you something about me when I was a kid, and I'm going to tie all this together towards the end of the video. I started watching basketball when I was 13. You guys know that. And the reason why is because of Michael Jordan. I patterned my whole life after Michael Jordan. To this day, red and black are my favorite colors because of him. If you ever see me in a video wearing red and stuff like that, that's because of him subconsciously. Also on my channel, you see Jerry's NBA Talk TV, logo. I believe the NBA logo should be named after Jordan and not Jerry West. No disrespect to Jerry West, but to me, Michael Jordan is the most accomplished NBA player in history. He's the greatest NBA player of all time. And I grew up idolizing Jordan. I mean, everything he did, down to his walk, chewing his gum. I was like a baby Jordan or a mini Jordan, kind of like Kobe and Harold Miner are, stuff like that. I idolized that guy. I did everything. I patterned my game after him. I didn't drink alcohol because of him, because I wanted to be him. And when people ask me what did I want to be when I grew up, I didn't say I wanted to go to the NBA. I said, I wanted to be like Michael Jordan. And recently, we've had a flock of NBA players come in the league and stuff like that. And Michael Jordan, like I said, has always been the greatest player of all time. And what I'm getting ready to say is gonna, it pains me to say it, because I've actually been thinking this over the last couple of years, but I've been hiding my feelings, and I didn't want to say it because everybody will think I'm crazy and stuff like that. But I think it's time for me to say this, and I never thought I'd say this, but LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Now I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. And I'm going to say that again. LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Now let me go back to the analogy I used with the kid in my class, Brian. Now Brian is the most gifted, the smartest, gifted, genius kid I've ever met in my life. Person I've ever met in my life. But his accomplishments are not showing that. He's not as an accomplished academic student as somebody that's not even anywhere near as smart as him or gifted as him. He's not the head of the class as far as grades. It's the same thing with LeBron James. LeBron James is the most gifted player that I've ever seen. Now, Wilt Chamberlain is almost like a mythical figure. He's probably the most gifted, best basketball player probably ever, according to whatever kind of stat you want to go to. Because you look at his 100-point games, 55 rebounds, never foul out of a game. All the accomplishment this guy has as an individual, you can say he may be the best player. But besides the fact of the mythical giant, Wilt Chamberlain to the side, since 1988 till now, I have never seen a better player than LeBron James. Now, let me explain this. Now, is Michael Jordan the greatest basketball player of all time? To me, yes, he is. I know you're probably thinking, NBA Jerry, did you fall and bump your head today? You just said LeBron's better, but you're saying Jordan is the greatest ever. Here's what I mean. LeBron, to me, is the most gifted, most talented player in the NBA that I've ever seen since 1988. And Michael Jordan, as far as NBA standards, is the most accomplished that I've ever seen. Now, as far as who affects the game and who's a better player, Michael Jordan can pretty much do it all, and so can LeBron James. Now, here's the differences to me. Michael Jordan, aesthetically, or look-wise, or however word you say that word, he's just a beautiful basketball player. I mean, he is the most beautiful thing that you can ever watch on the court. This guy was graceful. I mean, to this day, he looked like he was ahead of his time, man. I mean, he is just a beautiful thing to watch on that basketball court, man. He's absolutely incredible. But LeBron James, to me, just like Michael Jordan, the man can do it all. And I think LeBron, I guess I can say his toolbox is bigger than Michael Jordan's natural toolbox. Now, I'm not saying that, LeBron James is just way better than Jordan. But what I'm saying is LeBron, to me, has more tools than Michael Jordan. Here's why. LeBron is bigger and taller than Michael. Okay? Can he jump higher? I don't know. That's about the same. Is he faster and quicker? I don't know. That's about the same. But there's 4 other players on the court, and to me, offensively and defensively, I just think LeBron James affects the game more than Michael Jordan does. Okay? Now, obviously, their games are different. They're playing from different point of view. So if you look at the five positions, the 1, 2, 3, and 4, Jordan played the 2. He's played some point 2, and LeBron plays the 3. Okay? LeBron is right in the middle. Okay, LeBron can play basically all 5 positions on the basketball court if he needed to. Now, center is up for debate because he's not, the tallest guy. But if you needed him to really just get down there and play center and be the 5, he can do it. I mean, he really can. You can't say that about Michael Jordan. That's not a knock on Jordan, folks. And let me explain. You're talking, the guy that's talking right now, NBA Jerry. I idolized Michael Jordan growing up. I never thought anybody could be better than Jordan. But hey, I gotta give it up, man. Michael Jordan is the greatest player and most accomplished player in the NBA history to me. But as far as who is better, in my opinion, it's LeBron. Now, will he be more accomplished than Jordan? Probably not. He's not going to surpass Michael Jordan's 10 scoring titles. And will he get 6 championships? That's up for debate. I don't know. Will he get 6 MVPs, finals MVPs? I don't know. Will he get 5 MVPs? I think he's definitely going to surpass that because he's going to get his 4th this year. And he's, almost, right at his peak. And he's got many years to go. So I think he'll probably surpass that. But I'm not just talking about accomplishments. And like I said about my friend Brian, the grade book or grades or accomplishments. I'm talking about the eye test, what I see on the basketball court and what I see from a player. And this is why I don't go by strictly stats. I just don't do it because there's more to the game than just stats. And LeBron James, to me, like I said before, his toolbox is bigger than Jordan. I think he can just do more of an all-around game than Jordan. That doesn't mean Jordan is not a great all-around player because he is. But even when Scottie Pippen was in his prime and he was playing with Jordan, a lot of people would say, even though Michael was the best player in the league and the greatest player in league history, they would say Scottie Pippen is the best all-around player in the NBA. With Michael Jordan on his team. People used to say that. So if that is true, which I believe it is, LeBron James is a much better player than Scottie Pippen, and he can do everything that Pippen can do, but better, to me. So LeBron, like I said, man, with his improved jump shot, his ability to step back and hit the 3, he still needs to work on his free throws, of course. That's still not up to par. But everything he does on that basketball court, his vision, because people used to knock Michael Jordan when I was a kid, because I used to always argue with Magic Johnson fans. And they would say, oh, Magic Johnson's better because, he makes his teammates better and this, that, and the third. And he did. Magic was great at that. And Jordan got better with that as his career progressed. LeBron James has been doing that since high school, folks. And he is, to me, and I've said this before, he's like Frankenstein. He's a mix of all these different players. But the main two players he's mixed with, to me, his main ingredients of his DNA is Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Jordan. Larry, this is LeBron James I'm talking about. This guy can do it all, man. And he does it with ease, and the game looks easy. So just like I made the analogy with my friend Brian in my astronomy class, that's LeBron James. He is the most physically gifted. His basketball IQ is off the charts, and he has more toolbox than anybody in the classroom. LeBron James, hence the NBA. But he's just not as accomplished as Michael Jordan. He doesn't have the accomplishments yet. I don't think he will pass him as the greatest player of all time. But to me, in my opinion, LeBron James is the better overall basketball player than Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan is still the greatest player of all time. Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys are going to go crazy and go off on me, but that's okay. This is just my opinion, and I want to hear your opinion. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Let me know what you guys think about who's better, who's the greatest player of all time, and give me your analogies on the whole thing about these two great basketball players, okay? Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.